Abusafo ani ntine mema mahwefo ne matiefo nyina akwaba ede aba eye 2K News and Blogs YouTube channel so abusafo as usual yaba ensem ahoro a ekoso ewo Ghana ha se yedi nkan de atom anim se ensem ye bekoso bia no efa eye abato chichire nchi abato kese ada Ghana fo nyina anim a ebekoso nyankopon ya adom a 7th December 2024 abusu yedi nkan de atom anim se info bia befa eye abato bia no yenso beba yele ba besom ya hwefo ne atiefo nyina ne nyina ehu ensem a ekoso na abusua ene ensem a mensa aka no ano edene yenko ni nkuti sansem yi enfamre ba betena ase ne edi ensem no nkomo meso so adaroma ubu ne ndi kwa so wo eye comment bia obetimi di ato comment section ho ye wo dia ano ama ho ate ede ama me na bibia so etimi ai kama abusua medin ede kwame gentle
at back press
as back press and checkpoint to when I wanted the figures for almost a week, they wouldn't give me the figures, the print board figures.
You had the same issue
to
with back press as you had with checkpoint. You're having the same thing.
Yes, because they were very economical giving that particular information. Because once you get the initial information, you're able to work down to arrive at the SS. So I was getting a bit angry. Because it's been days I want that figure, and they've been playing games with me too at checkpoint. And that's that place they print Eastern region. They are printing Eastern region over there. So I was very, very alarmed there too. Then finally, when I got angry, the general manager, they gave me the figures. When I checked, they are owned to 3,000 and over. So I said, well, is it a coincidence that Eastern region and Ashanti region, you are printing in excess of 3,000 ballot papers per each constituency and claiming them to be operational losses for the printing company. But your other printing firms that are printing other regions
are not doing...
They are all doing 200 and below. So, you know, quickly my antennas went up. And I said, okay, I'm not going to fight with you over your contingency plan for SS printing losses. But what I'm going to do is that I'm going to put in measures. You keep your 3,000. Because you already printed them, and that's what you are doing. Keep your 3,000. But this is what is going to happen from now on. I say, one, when you people are printing and you have damages, spoiled ballots, what do you do with them? They say, oh, they call our agents and then they go and shred them. And I say, okay. When you are going to shred those that you've, those spoiled ballots and then sheets, do you count them before you shred them? They say, oh no, that we call the agents, tell them they are always in the dustbin. And we say, okay, these are the SS for the day. The spoil for a day, so we are going to go and shred them. And then we move on. And I said, no. And I said, so you don't know how many of the sheets or ballot that you shred? They said, no, don't count that. They just go and shred them. And I said, well, henceforth, that will not happen.
You want them to count?
What I want is that all the spoiled ballots and sheets, before you shred them at the close of the day, because when they spoil, you replace them from the SS 500 that you have created. You pick it from there to replace.
Okay. So you're able to tell exactly what the excess is. Okay.
Good.
The amount of
now that I know the excess that you are printing, and you claim therefore replacing spoiled ones. So as soon as you take your spoiled one and you are pulling a sheet from the excess to replace it, that spoiled one will also replace the one you pick from the excess.
Okay.
So the value must still be the same.
Okay.
I hope you are getting it.
Yes, I get
Good.
it.
So I said, so now if you want to shred the spoiled one, I want you to call my agent and you count it.
You take account of the spoiled
one. Count them one by one. So my agent can take the figures of spoiled ballots or sheets that you are shredding for the day. Because some are staying in, some are double serialization, so double numbering, a whole lot of them.
Okay.
So count them before you shred. Because the figure that you put down I will subtract it from the 500 sheets.
The extra that you
The
printed.
extra, I'll subtract it from it. So that when you finish with that constituency, and they have done all the stitching, the cutting, whatever, all those processes, and it goes into the vault, and you are going to shred the extra that you have not serialized yet. I'll count it from it before you shred, so that every single sheet can be accounted for from the extra you've printed outside the EC adjusted figure.
Okay.
I hope you are getting my...
I get your point.
So I started putting in these measures, and I started it from bulk press.
Okay.
So the general manager and bulkman, he asks their production people, so you people don't count the excess, you just shred them. They say yes. Okay, then let's adopt what Mr. Japa is saying, so that from now on, every single sheet or ballot spot must be counted and documented before being shredded, because the man wants every single sheet or ballot accounted for.
Okay.
So they began putting in that mechanism in place. And I decided to replicate it, to pass on to all the printing houses. I realized that they were doing the same. They were shredding spoiled ballots and sheets without counting them.
Okay. For you to know the amount of extra that they used to replace the spoils.
Yes.
Okay. And what was left over?
What was left over.
Okay.
At the end of the day, it must all sum up to the 500 sheets, the 3,000 that you printed for your printing house operational losses. Not the EC 2% adjusted figure. No. I hope you get a difference.
Yeah, I do.
Good. Because the reason why I put these measures in place is that when they print the ballot from the printing machine, the sheets are semi-live.
Okay.
Semi-live in the sense that all the security codes are on it. The watermark, all security codes are printed on it. Everything except the serial number.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a different machine that will do the serialing.
Okay.
Understand my point?
Okay.
So once it is printed, everything is on it ready. So it's semi-live. Once they print the serial number on it, it becomes live.
Okay.
Ready to go for voting.
Okay.
Do you not understand?
I understand.
Okay. So the essence that they print are semi-live. Only waiting for the serial number to be put on it. Then it's gone. So if they steal the semi-live, which is the essence, they pick 10 or 20 or 50 or 100 of the sheets. You times it by the rows. You know the number of ballots they have stolen. That is missing.
Okay.
So when they steal the semi-live, they will hide it. When you are done with the whole printing and the EC is gone, NDC is gone, all the agents are gone, and everything is gone to the pooling, the constituencies, nobody will pay attention anymore to the printing company because you are done with them.
Okay.
But those semi-live sheets that they were able to steal from the excess that you were not meticulous, you didn't pay attention to, they can always take them back to the printing house or take them to any printing house. They will just put serial numbers on them, and they also become live.
And can be used.
And they move them to their region, to that particular region, to print, and wait to take them to the police station. And when we get there, I'll tell you how they do it. So to forestall that or to reduce that, it starts from the printing. How you manage the excess, they must account for it. For
everyone.
Every single sheet or every single ballot must be accounted for before they are shredded. I hope you are getting it.
So for now, that is the agreement we have with them.
For now, that's what is happening.
They are going by the agreement?
No, yeah, they are going by. That's what is happening.
Okay.
And that makes the NPP agents, NIB, National Security people uncomfortable each time I appear. Because I'll see something and I'll have to devise a way to deal with it.
But that should be easy because you're supposed to have to always be on the same page in terms of how things are done to make everybody comfortable.
Yeah, but when the printing companies are economical with information and they are not forthcoming with the figures, you need to find a way out. And now we know all the SSs in all the printing houses.
All the SSs in all.
The SSs they are printing, we know all.
Even the days when they did not give you the information, you can account for.
No, now they are giving all.
Okay.
Now all the polling, they are taking all the agents, they are taking all the print board figures.
No, I'm asking because you said you had to wait for days to.
No, that was initially.
Okay.
But after the protests and pushing, and we had challenges and misunderstanding here and there. Things have now settled.
Okay.
We are not on the same page. Things are working fine. Okay. And in fact, I have to commend Buck Press.
Okay.
The Mr. Buckman and the general man, they were very cooperative.
Okay.
Because they didn't know what was happening in the down there by their printing people. They didn't know until I drew their attention, and they didn't protest. In fact, they were happy about it. So they asked Buck Press in particular. They asked their production manager to take me into the machine room.
Okay.
For me to inspect all that they are doing. Probably I may see something that I'm not comfortable with. So the whole team went with me to their printing press. We went through everywhere, even to the vault where they'll be keeping the completed ballot paper, ballot booklets, where we'll be doing the final bagging and send them to the regions. That's the vault. We call the vault. They took me there. So I went around all, and then when I got to their vault, I saw a security concern. I saw something that was not right. So I prompted them, which they will deal with it.
Okay. They will or they have?
Well,
or they've promised to?
Well, they will deal with it. But then it's not that much of a serious threat. Once there's surveillance, it can be dealt with. So because of all this, I told them that, look, you know something? Your security cameras, your CCTV cameras, which covers every operation, when we finish with the printing and we have to sign the final certificate, we will demand for a copy. Okay. Right from the time the printing started to the end of the printing, so that we can audit. Because you see, in 2020, the polling agent, the agents for each party per shift were 2.
Oh, okay.
2 for afternoon, 2 for morning, 2 for afternoon, 2 for overnight.
Okay.
Because they are human beings. One may be going to the gent. One may be going to urinate. Do any other thing, and there must be as a backup. That has always been the case. But this particular election, the EC decided that they were going to give each political party only 1 agent per shift.
Room for 1 agent?
1 for agent per shift.
Why? Did they explain why?
No, I don't know what happened. But then we'll get to that.
Okay.
Later, Mr. Kisi gave me the reason. And you really see that there's something wrong. So you realize that when you enter the printing house, the printing machines are huge. There's a place for the printing.